PCTV reports down here in Salt Lake at pop artist Devon's studio, where he is making a special piece that will be traveling all the way to the moon.
So I'm putting the finishing touches on the first painting of a series that will become a traveling exhibition around the world, but that will ultimately end up in a museum on the moon.
This is just one in a series of paintings that will be taken up by a team called Synergy Moon. It's one of 5 teams left in Google's X Prize. These teams are from all over the world, are privately funded, and will be launching as soon as possible to get to the moon first.
So it's a $30 million prize that's available for people that are competing. And it's broken up into a few different things. I think the actual first person to get there is a $20 million, and then there's like a five and a couple $2.5 million things based on other parts of the competition. So you have to put a lander on the moon. It has to drive 500 meters, take pictures, and send them back to Earth. The little lander that we're going to use, in fact, out of the 5 teams that are competing, Synergy Moon has the smallest. So we have to really make this artwork small. And we have about 250 grams to play with, and we're going to put it's going to be like an art capsule or even more like a time capsule. So it's going to have some artwork in it and maybe some micro drops of different kinds of wines on the Earth and other samplings of our favorite little things from our planet.
Much of Devon's work is collaging pop culture references and images onto a painting. So with this one, he had very specific things in mind when choosing the images he wanted.
I'm putting lots of references of pop culture and also some personal photos of me and my crew here. We're just gonna collage some more photos into this one. I'm gonna put a layer of resin, a nice thick, glossy finish, and layer it over the top, and it seals all of these pieces of paper that we've added to it down. This one, I'm not gonna put any maybe diamond dust on this one. I think what I'm gonna do is leave it I like a lot of this negative space that's on it. I'm gonna leave that. We might probably just collect some signatures from people along the way as this thing travels and leave that space for that. So that'll be kind of part of the collaboration. We want this to touch as many people as we can from start to finish. A lot of little references to pop culture here. You know, here's a commercial, beer commercial. I think that's a Coke can. This is just the first manuscript from Galileo. Here's a little Dark Side of the Moon reference from Pink Floyd, one of my favorites. It's 237,000 miles to the moon from Earth. We're gonna have little postage-size stamps of original artwork that's gonna be copies of these big pieces. And then we're going to have a little, like a SIM card or a SD card or a little computer chip that's going to contain a lot of pieces, and we're hoping to enroll a lot of other people to submit their work that will go on this computer chip, and so they can say they've got something on the moon too. We're going to continue to do other launches as well, and we're going to travel this exhibition of art around the world. But I read the profiles of the contestants, and I really liked the spirit of Synergy Moon. It wasn't about one particular country. Their participants are from all over the planet, and they don't just involve scientists and engineers, but they have a lot of filmmakers and artists and other projects, humanitarian kinds of things. And their purpose really is to inspire people. And it isn't really about doing this to win the contest and then form a business around it. They really just want to inspire people. And that's what I want to do. And so I felt like there was a good alignment, and I reached out to them, explained that I want to be the Andy Warhol of our time and put a moon museum on there to one-up Andy. He's got a piece from 1969, and they loved it. The CEO of Synergy Moon contacted me, and he said, we've been looking for you, actually.
Stay tuned because you'll hear a lot more about this space race as each of the teams prepares to launch and as Devon's art exhibit begins to travel the world. This has been PCTV Reports. We'll be back.